Hey, how are you? My name is Josh, and I am documenting my recent changes to my life. Especially, I have decided to move to Seattle. Currently live in Fargo, North Dakota. I'm going to document the process in case somebody out there wants to do something big like this for their life of moving, just picking up and trying out a new life. I hope that this is useful to you. I'll have to admit it's a little scary for me, but this year I kind of finally decided to go ahead and make the move. I've been thinking about it for a long time. Kind of in my own head, I decided to go ahead with it. So yeah, one of the things that we're gonna probably talk about in this little, I don't even know what it is, blog, vlog, bio series, I don't know. I'm gonna be talking about cost. I'm gonna be talking about decisions, like big decisions I've been having to make that were not easy. Talking about getting over the humps of is what we think of as the standard experience for how life should go. You know, the status quo, and yeah, I'm not a big fan of the status quo. So we'll be talking about kind of getting over those humps of when you make that decision, or when you're making the decision to change things drastically, how that people come out of the woodwork and I wouldn't say discourage, but not understand kind of what you're doing and why. No matter how many you can, kind of describe it and talk about it all day long, and kind of try to give your feelings to other people, but they won't understand fully. They'll support you, but they won't understand fully, and that's another thing we'll probably talk about. I guess going into the main reasons, and we'll get into it on a video later. So yeah, the first kind of item is that I kind of got stagnant in my adventures. I like to go out and find interesting things and see interesting things and do things. And one can argue that you can live in a place and still have adventures in other places. But if you make a drastic change, it encourages you to make other changes, kind of a domino effect. So moving to a different city, not necessarily Seattle, was a big decision because I knew that I was growing kind of stagnant here. I developed as much as I could here as a person. And so in order to continue to kind of have those adventures and develop and have experiences, I knew myself and I knew I would have to move. So that was a big one. The second one, if you have been up in the news at all, you probably know of. North Dakota is not LGBTQIA plus friendly. I'm queer, so the decision to move was made much easier, honestly, because of the legislation that was going through in the House and the Senate of North Dakota and many of the other Midwestern states. And lately, in the past 5 years, I've been very focused on supporting companies and items as much as I can, because you can't be perfect, that support kind of the people I love and the people I care for. And so the second part made it easy that I needed to move because North Dakota was becoming more and more less friendly, I guess, towards the LGBT community. And it is a small community here in North Dakota. I think it's maybe 2-3% of the population entirely is queer in one way or another. It's a very, very small population. So, like, the ability to fight it and the energy to fight it, I honestly didn't have right now. So that was a big decision. It was that I needed to move to a place where they had local, state laws that protected queer people. And so that was kind of my second thing. The third thing was very selfish. I moved to Kansas City when I was very young. I loved it. It didn't like me, but I absolutely loved living in the city. And I've been to many, many other cities, and I love them. And I've lived in North Dakota for a good time, gave it a good try, but I am not a country bumpkin, unfortunately. I'm a city boy. And though some might say that Fargo is a city, yes, technically by designation it is a city, I guess I am more of a metropolitan type of person. I like driving around, or not driving around, getting around on public transit. I enjoy having everything close knit, people close knit, different items, diversity, all these things that make up a metropolitan area. I missed, and kind of how I am now and where I'm working and the stableness of my life, I'm able to do this. So when you're able to do something that you jump at it. So there's going to be a lot more videos talking about kind of how how I came to the decision, what I'm going through, financially, the decisions I had to make, why I made those decisions personally, and the other options I could have done. I'll probably talk about those. Like I said, I'm just starting this up, see if anybody out there would be interested in knowing, like a big move like this, what it takes. I hope that this gets to somebody that is having a rough time in a city and really wants to move, and I hope this lands with some people, and I hope this helps. I'm going to kind of continue making videos about this, kind of try to document what's going on. I do have a planned trip to Seattle in April. The planned move right now, it is to be right now it is February 2023, and I want to move by, my goal is by September 2023. So I really want to get everything hashed out and done by July, and so I can just move right on into it. But September is kind of like the end goal. If I don't move by September, I don't think mentally I'll do it. So I need to. That is my goal. So yeah, it's going to be a fun ride. We're going to visit Seattle. Going to kind of look around at apartments, talk about a couple other things. So this is kind of the start of it. Hopefully, like I said, it'll help. If you have any questions during this time while I'm talking, feel free to put them in the comments. I hope you all have a great day, and I want to encourage you to live your life for you.